sportschatplace.com and pickdogs.com. It is Friday, August 28th, 2020, here with your live show. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, rain or shine, sports, no sports, esports, whatever, man, protests, boycotts, whatever. We still keep just showing up. This is what we do. But I have to say that these have been some of this is the craziest year of sports in history. I mean, this is one of the craziest years in the world in history. So, certainly something to keep in mind. But anyways, we've got a lot of 17 Major League Baseball games today. So they're telling me my trackpad is low on charge. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to recharge here on the fly, so I don't run out of when I don't run out on halfway through the show or something. But anyways, I'm plugged in now, so we're all good to go. But anyways, I got the Puck Dogs with me. Bittler, still on kid duty, so we're kind of going to if he shows up, great. If not, that's great too. But anyways, thanks for a super chat right out of the gate. So send me your information. We'll send you a T-shirt. But I have some news on T-shirts and stuff, and let me bring the guys in first. And there we go. Morning, Chris. Rod, how are you doing?
Morning. How are you?
Good, man. It's I tell you, yesterday I was in a haze, man. I woke up in a haze, and I was in the haze the whole time. And today I slept in a little bit. I went to bed really early last night too. With just 17 Major League Baseball games and no lines out, it took me a while to do the videos last night because there's no line. So I was just basically, going through the games and just picking who's going to win, which there's nothing wrong with that because they're all money line anyway, right? So I just said, what the heck, I'll just do it. But yeah, it was just one of those days where I just felt like I was in a cloud the whole day. So if anyone purchased premium picks yesterday and you didn't get any picks, the games were canceled or whatever the case may be, by all means, let us know. We're issuing credits, guaranteed, not guaranteed. It doesn't matter. We're not going to have people paying to get no picks. That doesn't make any sense to me. But, we got the Pick Dogs logo. We might as well put the Sports Chat logo up there too, right? Let's see. Put the Pick Dogs here. We'll bring the Sports Chat logo in. You know what? We'll just leave it. Doesn't really matter, does it? Anyways, NHL is going to resume tomorrow. The NFL is going to resume tomorrow. We've got NASCAR today as well. Jeter, is he available? Are you available? Ring on in if you are. I could bring you into this if you want. The computer show hasn't happened the last few days, not because of lack of games, because the software wasn't updated. There was no lines out today, so it takes hours to go through the algorithm. It's 4,000 data points. So I don't know what you want me to give out, what I could possibly give out on the show. 2 days ago, the data didn't update in time to do a show, but you can get the Spread Knowledge software. It's less. It's like $1 a day. If you're betting on sports, you can afford $1 a day. I mean, that's for sure. So, if you need your computer picks, it's very, very easy to get them. But anyways, we got the guys here. We're going to do just MLB picks because that's all we got. Hockey's going to resume tomorrow. NBA. Yeah, exactly. So, Tim, this is not our customer service line. If you have an issue with your premium picks, there's a little chat window on the premium pick site, and we're making good. We're crediting everybody on any purchases that were made yesterday that involved mostly baseball games, whether they were guaranteed or not. We've already made that crystal clear. But this show is not a customer service show. This show is to give out picks. Our customer service is readily available on our website. We're more than happy to help you and make it right. We're not going to take your money on canceled games. It's ridiculous. We let the other guys do that. Try and justify it. Well, you didn't buy the guaranteed. It's like it doesn't even make sense, right? This is what they do. But anyway, so just if you hit that little chat box on the website, no problem at all. So I'm not sure why this, our show in front of, hundreds of people needs to become your guys' customer service line. Anyways, yeah, same with thousands of people, not just you two people, thousands of people. The same thing happened, and I already said I addressed it right out of the gate. I don't know what more you want me to do. Do you want me to stop the show? We'll stop the show and we'll come back and we'll give Tim Trudeau his credit because his games got canceled. I'm not really sure what you want me to do. I mean, I'm telling you guys what to do. I mean, if you would like just a straight refund, I'll do that too. No problem. Anyways, we got 17 Major League Baseball games. Chris, the NHL, I think a couple days off in the NHL actually helps these guys, maybe because it's been one after another games, especially the Flyers and Islanders, right? We're ready to go back to back. And, what do you think?
It's like you said, it completely hits the reset button on some of these guys who are having to play in these back-to-back games. We're going to see guys on normal rest. It takes that X factor of consecutive games out of the equation. But I think we're going to see some great hockey as we have all postseason.
Who does it hurt and who does it help, Rod? Is there teams like we saw the Padres the other day in baseball? We saw the Padres the other day in baseball. We're on like a heater, and then they had a day off, and all of a sudden they come back, and it's like, oh man, it hardly looks like the same team. What do you guys think on that? Is there a team, Rod, that you think it helps, or you think it just helps everybody, or do you think was anybody just looked unbeatable here, and all of a sudden, maybe it stopped the momentum, gave the other team a chance to regroup.
Was right there on them, all over them. Gives Colorado a chance to maybe get their goalie situation squared away by giving them a couple days rest here and there. Even their goalie that's been playing every day. Who else has been goalie issues?
Yeah, I also think it hurts. Excuse me. I think it hurts Vancouver as well a little bit because they were pushing Vegas. They were ready to get Vegas again on Thursday, and they were ready to go up 2-1 in that series. Now you give an experienced team like Vegas, who's been in the playoffs all 3 years that they've been in the league, and you give them a chance to get an extra day, clear their heads, get their feet back underneath them. I think that break might have hurt Vancouver a little bit as well.
Okay, so I always think that there's always this other side to things, and in the NBA we're going to see people who we're going to see maybe some players that were injured come back. Lillard isn't going to be one of those, but we will see some players that do come back. Just looking through the comments here, I haven't had a chance to really put many of them up. So the afternoon show, the 6 p.m. show. I really like the way that Tony T is handling it, and I like the way that Dana Lane sounded yesterday. And I'm thinking about just having those two guys as the permanent hosts of the show, me kind of taking a step back. I'll still be on the show, and if you guys want me to be on the show, then of course I'll be on there. It's like if people aren't tuning into the show without me on there or whatever, then of course I'll come back. But I think I'm going to turn it over to those two guys, and with Joe D'Amico splattered in on a few days a week, and have these guys have the Cappers continue to be the guests. And I just think it's a different show than our show. It's just a different show. I think I work for this show, because it's early. We kind of these guys. It's kind of like we hang out every day. So it's kind of, we're kind of all used to each other, and everyone is kind of used to our show. But the other show where Tony kind of takes over and is the hammer, on that show, I just think it works better that way. And I'm kind of just sitting there when I could be, doing other things because I don't have enough hours in the day to do everything that I need to do. So I think that's what we'll start to do next week. Also, this show will be available as a podcast starting next week. It's going to be called Picks from the Doghouse. It's just going to be this show. It's going to be recorded, and you'll get it iTunes, Spotify, all those places. I'm just waiting on the logo and also some new recording things that obviously we have sound issues. I'm just getting a whole new sound system that will fix that stuff as well as handle the podcast, which I'm really excited to have. I think it's something that we talked about when we started the show. So when I first started a long time ago, I used to have a podcast called The First Quarter that I used to do before there was such a thing as live shows. And the way you had to do it back then was you had to record the show onto, and I'm grabbing it with my feet to show you guys exactly how it was done. You used to have to record the show onto something like this. This is a voice recorder, and you can still do it this way. It's just a lot less efficient. So you just record it, and then it plugs into the computer, and then you have to push all these buttons and figure it out and get it into the computer, and then it uploads in. Then you turn this file into an MP4 file, and the MP4 file goes into some other thing, and then they take that thing and it goes into iTunes, Spotify, and wherever the case may be. Now it's like a lot different than it used to be. So it's like you just really need one device and just goes boom. It's like instead of $3,000 worth of equipment, you can do it for a couple $100, and that's what we're going to do. And my old soundboard, which has done us well over the years, it's time. It's just time. It doesn't even have a USB connection. It's so old. I had to move it around. That's why we have sound problems. But anyways, gave everyone a good chance to tune in. So let's get ready and do some games. We got a doubleheader in Minnesota. It starts or in Detroit. We got Skubal on the mound for the Tigers. I'm still not seeing a starting pitcher for the Twins. How about you guys? Anything?
Dobnik, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing Dobnak versus Boyd for game one.
All right, well, Dobnak versus Boyd for game one then. And Dobnak has probably been one of the Twins' better pitchers. Boyd has been batting practice. We don't have Brian here to kick around about this, but Brian has been on the wrong end of Boyd. I mean, I believe in the contrarian stance, that Brian takes, but sometimes like his Angels, I'm not going to take 6 losses for a win. That's not going to happen. Bittler's not. He's not home with his kids. We announced earlier in the week that he has a school issue with his son, and it's just this week, just these 3 days. Hopefully he's had time to fix his camera angle. That's, Bittler is fixing his camera angle is where he is. What do you guys think here, Chris? Dobnak, Boyd? It's big price here on Dobnak for a Twins team that's, they don't score a ton of runs.
Yeah, they don't score a ton of runs against most other pitchers, but I think against Matthew Boyd, the runs will come in bunches, even if it's in a 7-inning game. I like the Twins on the run line here.
So here, I have a question. What's the difference between the premium picks and the free? I get this question all the time. Okay, the free picks, we give an opinion on every single game on the board, right? Regardless if we're betting it, not betting it, love it, like it, sort of like it, lean, whatever. The premium picks, those are the ones we love. Those are the games we're betting. Those are the ones we're most confident in. So, and it could be picks that we gave out as free picks, but it could be, something else. We could have given out a total on the free picks, and it could be a side for the premium. That's usually that's the way it works. Sometimes for me, though, I just, it's just my pick of the best of the free picks, what I'm betting. I certainly don't bet every game on the board. I mean, there was a time in my life when I did. That was when I was about 20. When I used to bet a ton of games. I still bet a lot of games, a lot more than most people, but I don't bet nearly as many as I used to. Some people will buy the premium picks and they say, how come you don't have a pick on every game? It's like, because I can't afford to bet them all. Well, I guess I can afford to bet them all, but I don't want to. Anyways, back to it. Rod?
Give me the over 7 in this one. I think we're going to definitely see some runs. And I think I'd definitely lean the Twins. I don't think Boyd's going to be batting practice today.
So Bittler needs to get on. Well, family first, man. Missing a couple shows. It is what it is, man. I believe Bittler's going to be on the 6 o'clock show today. So you can tune in at 6, and Bittler will be on there. And maybe he's going to come on here. I'm not sure. Yeah, this guy again. Relax the body. I like this. All right, we got kind of losing track of things. I see because everything's changing so fast. Jordan Montgomery against Michael Wacha in the early game. I actually picked that one right in the videos. I was like, I bet you they put Wacha in this spot, and they did. And he's plus 115 against Jordan Montgomery. This is the series that was canceled last week, so we got double header today. I don't know if it's probably going to be a couple double headers in here. Chris, Montgomery, and Wacha, the total set at 7.5. Two teams that are really swinging the bats.
Yeah, and I do think we go over that total. I'm not a fan of Michael Wacha, at least this current version of Michael Wacha, and Montgomery's prone to giving up runs as well. So I'll take the over 7.5.
I agree. Give me the over 7.5. Wins blowing out.
I like the over. Yep.
Consensus.
As I said, as I said, we're gonna have a whole new sound system next week. It just takes. I live in Hawaii. It just takes a few days to get everything shipped in. One of the people that you guys have never met that is behind the scenes told me that we need to take this show and put it on iTunes, and it's something that we've talked about we've been talking about for about 6 months, and it really isn't difficult. It isn't that difficult anymore. We still have our iTunes account from our last show, so it'll be as soon as we get the equipment, which should be Monday or Tuesday. We're going to be on iTunes, and Picks from the Doghouse is going to be the name of our show. Skubal against To Be Determined for the Tigers. We've seen Skubal get hit extremely hard. Chris?
Yeah, give me to be determined. I'll take Minnesota here.
I'll take my chances with TBD.
Yeah. Give me TBD too.
I'm down with TBD.
TBD's
Yeah,
good.
you know me. I'm down with TBD. Yeah, you know me. It's like, oh man, that was so bad. This show really can.
Glad to see everybody's having fun in here.
Well, this show really gets away from us in a hurry. Brian is here. Let me see if I can bring him in.
Speaking of TBD, that Brian dude.
There he is. Beautiful. Welcome to the show. We had some people demanding your presence just a few moments ago. Brian, you didn't miss much. You missed the Matthew Boyd game, so you don't have to give out your wrong pick. We all like the over in the Yankees-Mets first game with Wacha against Montgomery. How about you?
I agree. I like the over.
Hey, check out Bittler's camera angle. Look at that, man.
I worked on it yesterday for 5 minutes before I went downstairs. So
yeah, see, and that's all it took. And look how much better it looks. Could use a little bit of help. We'll help you. Rufalo will work with you.
I'll work on another 5 minutes today after.
It's like you'd always want. So anyone that does live video, you'd always rather have the camera a little high than too low. Always. It's like up the nose is never a good look. Never. We got Hyun-Jin Ryu against Alex Cobb. They won't even put a line out for this thing. It's going to be so ugly. Because, what kind of total can you put on this thing? And then, you have that, and then, Cobb. Unless they're going to put John Means in, who didn't pitch.
I got John Means listed. But I don't know
really? So is that the...
Maybe it's Cobb. Cobb's on my one screen, and I got Means on my other side.
So I'm going to guess it's Means, and that's why they haven't put a line out yet.
Yeah, I'm seeing Means.
All right. I like the yard goats run line. Anyone else?
yeah, Blue Jays run line.
Yeah, he still has
the under if they come out with a total. I think Means has his best performance of the year, which isn't saying much, but
yard goats run line. Actually, yard goats minus 2.5. Whoa, out. I remember, favorite Fridays.
Oh,
that's true.
Anyways, we got the Phillies and the Braves. Zach Wheeler against Robbie Erlin. One of the few times I like the Phillies all season. Unless they keep it close and they get into that bullpen, I won't be betting this game, to be honest with you. This is a no play for me, but forced to make a choice without my lucky penny. I'm probably on the Phillies here. Brian?
maybe my favorite free pick today as far as favorites go. I like the Phillies. I like Wheeler against Erlin. Bullpen's been a little bit better for the Phillies, so I'm gonna lean towards I'm gonna take the Phillies with a nice play today.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards the Phillies as well. Erlin gave up 3 homers and 43 pitches against the Phillies in his last appearance, so I'll take Wheeler in Philadelphia here.
I'll take the over. I think we're going to see some runs.
How many premium picks do you have today? I put mine in late. I have 5 again.
I'm like running around.
There's 17 games, so I put 5. I have 5. How about you, Brian?
I got 3.
Chris?
I got a 5-pack.
Rod?
I got a 5-pack up too.
And plus
MLB primetime investment.
And plus we have our live show, Best of the Live Show 5-pack as well, which is all MLB as well. So lots of premium picks here. It's not that there's no more computer picks, is that I didn't have any data to work with, but because the lines came out late, and it takes a few hours to run Charles' algorithm, 4,000 data points through every single game. It just takes a little while and come up with those ratings. So that's why there was no computer pick show, but there will be computer picks. All you have to do is go to Spread Knowledge, use the coupon code Mitch. Brian wasn't here when I made my other announcement, which we're turning the show into a podcast as well on iTunes and Spotify, as well as Stitcher.
I was going to say there's other computer picks available too on there, on the pickdogs.com premium pick section. So check it out.
But Stitcher, Spotify, and Apple iTunes this show will be available. So a lot of people I know listen to it in the car, on the road, later, whatever. So this way you'll have another way to access it. Also, the other announcement is that instead of shirts, I'm going to get some more shirts, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we're going with hats. It's just easier for me instead of like this triple extra large, 4X, 5X, medium, small, extra small, all that other stuff. We're going to go with hats, and we're going to use the other Pick Dogs logo, this one. I just think it'll look better on a hat than this one is too small. It's kind of like it's too small and detailed. That one I think will look better on a hat. So we're going to go with that. Anyways, it's nice having multiple logos. Some people are like, that's our logo. We're not changing. It's like we've changed our Sports Chat Place logo 6 times already. We've changed it. We totally changed our entire color scheme. I wore on that Milwaukee Bucks video the other day an old Sports Chat shirt. No one even said a word. Doesn't matter. And I have older ones than that. I have 2 older ones than that. But we've got the Yankees and the Mets in Game 2. Let's see if anyone have starting pitchers on this one?
No.
All right, no action in this one. I like the over again. I don't even care because they're so deep into the rotations at this point. It's going to be some straight garbage that they wheel out there. Marlins against the Rays. Yarborough up against Mieja. I believe there's going to be a pitching change here because there's no line in this one either.
I'm seeing Sixto Sanchez.
I'm seeing Sixto Sanchez
I'm
also.
seeing Sixto too, yeah.
All right, so Yarborough versus Sanchez. Probably going to be a big line here for the Rays.
I like Sixto. If it's a nice plus money, I would give him a look.
Chris?
Yeah. For me, this one's all dependent on the line. I lean towards Tampa Bay, but if the juice gets too high, I'd flip towards the Marlins.
Matt Whistler listed as the twin starter for Game 2 against Skubal. I like the over. Brian?
I think the over is a safe investment.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'll stick with TBD. Give me you, Whistler, and the Twins.
I'm down with TVD. Yeah, you know me. Anything but Scooble. That's basically anyone but Scooble.
That's a T-shirt.
So Wade Miley is listed here as the starter for the Reds, but I've seen Molly as well against Kyle Hendricks, who not a good road pitcher. And the Reds actually looked believable yesterday against the Brewers. Brian?
I'm going to lean to the over in this one. I think Hendricks has his typical road start for the Cubs, and Mail gives up a few runs along with the bullpen. Take the over.
Yeah, I'm on the over as well. Like I said, Hendricks on the road is not a not a good place to be. And Molly, he hasn't been getting in a consistent pitching rhythm. He's not pitching every 4 or 5 days. So I think he's going to be a little bit rusty here. Give me the over.
So in this comment, it's the Mitch, I told you the NBA was going to cancel. No, actually, you said the NBA was going to cancel the rest of the season, guaranteed, is what you said. I screenshotted it. We can show everybody if you like. You said they're going to cancel the rest of the season and threw in the guaranteed. Rod, speaking of guaranteed, who do you like in this one? Reds, Cubs.
Reds, Cubs. I'm gonna take the over here. Give me the over. The over is 4-0-1 in the Reds' last 5 home games versus a team with a winning record. Give me the over.
Got the Nationals and the Red Sox. Looks like I've seen Martin Perez against Scherzer here.
I got Chris Mazza for the Red Sox.
That's another option. Yeah, I've seen both. It doesn't really matter. Who do you like, Brian?
Yeah, I think you're right, Mitch. It doesn't really matter who starts the Red Sox. I'm going to lean towards the -1.5 and Scherzer and the Nationals. Not a super play, but if I have to choose a side, that's it.
To me, it's just you get into that Red Sox bullpen, and it's just pathetic. I mean, the Red Sox bullpen and the Phillies bullpen, really, I mean.
I think Phillies is a notch higher than the Red Sox.
That's a homer call. Because the rest of us think it's straight garbage. Anyways, Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Nationals -1.5 as well.
Rod?
Call me crazy. I'll take Boston here. Give me Boston.
Crazy.
Yep. Crazy.
Crazy Friday.
Crazy Friday. Give me Boston here.
Dumb black hats. You guys should see my white hat. I have one right here that I've never used, but it's like you should see mine, like Chris's, that I wear for golf. It has like I wear this sunscreen on my face, when I golf, because the sun here is really. And so I have it. I touch my hat, whatever. It's just like my hat's like covered. It's just a mess. I mean, all my hats get like that anyway, but I mean, the white one especially, just filthy. Anyways, speaking about filthy, May against Minor in Texas. May has really been a good story here for the Dodgers. Good find. Brian, big favorite here. I know you love your -215, 220s types.
Yeah, just like the guys that took the Yankees in both games the other night got burned. The same thing happens with the Dodgers from time to time. In this game, I think I'm looking at the under. I think you see I think Minor has his best performance of the year, and normal stuff from May.
Premium picks are available at the website. You go to the Premium Picks tab on either Sports Chat Place or Pick Dogs, and it says Premium Picks.
Check the leaderboard, see who's hot, and grab somebody.
Or just pick your favorite capper that you see on your shows and videos.
There's a grab somebody's package joke in there. That probably shouldn't be me.
What I need you to do is buy my package. I see guys on other shows. What I want you to do, buy my package.
To grab a package.
Grab a package. We love you even if you don't buy premium picks or whatever. It's certainly not mandatory, in our world. We're just happy that you guys show up. We got low expectations. We got Danny Duffy on the mound. Speaking of Rod's favorite pitchers, up against Lopez for the White Sox. The White Sox are white hot here, man. These guys are hitting the cover off the ball. Duffy's not bad. Not as bad as Rod makes him out to be. Brian, I'm going to guess there's going to be heavy public action here on the White Sox.
Yeah, and I don't know why Lopez really isn't that good.
Well, it could be the record. It could be the record-setting pace for home runs.
But I don't go by record. I like Danny Duffy. He's given up 1 run in each of his last 2 starts. He's going pretty deep in the game. Bullpens. I like the Royals bullpen. I'm going to take a chance here at +135. Royals.
Rod is flabbergasted. Chris?
Give me the under 9.5 here.
Rod looks angry about that pick. Rod,
He's surly.
Rod's like, just for that, I'm not showing up at 6 o'clock again. I'm be stewing over Brian's Duffy pick all day. I find it an insult.
I don't even mind that Lopez is on the mound for the White Sox. I think we're going to see a beat down here all day long. Give me the White Sox on the run line here.
When the White
The
Sox
White Sox
traded,
are 8-0 against left-handed pitchers this year.
murdering
They love
murdering left-handed pitching, murdering it, yeah, absolutely slaughtering it. Anyways, the thing is also that Lopez has a really, really high ceiling. You know, he's the guy. He was the primary guy in that Adam Eaton trade that I talk about all the time. Adam Eaton, Lopez, Giolito, Dunning, and a couple other guys for Adam Eaton, and Lopez was the primary guy that they wanted. Holland against Burns, boy, the Brewers stink, and the Pirates did a number on them last weekend. Brian, do the Brewers get revenge, or does the beatings continue?
Beatings continue. Got my only premium win yesterday at the Pirates. I'm going right back to them today, plus 170 or so. I'll take a chance with Holland and the Pirates.
Dana Lane, an admitted Pirates fan on the Late Show yesterday, was pretty vocal about the direction of that franchise and not understanding what it was. Chris?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for morale to improve with the Brewers here. I think the Pirates lay another beating on them. So give me Pittsburgh here.
Rod?
Yep, I'll take the Pirates here too. The Brewers looked like garbage yesterday.
So people said in some of the comments, I read all the comments, and I know you guys don't like when I talk about it, but I read in the comments that people said that I don't let the guys talk enough. So you guys are free to talk about these games, going as in depth as you like. We've got all morning. So Rod and Chris, especially Rod was the one that I said that was the comment was specific, saying that you don't let Rod speak enough. So Rod, you're free to speak as much as you like. I don't think I've ever
TBD.
Friday
TBD.
I might interrupt. I might interrupt people, but I certainly never put a time limit on people in the amount that they can talk. We only got 17 games today. It's all baseball. We need all the help we can get. We got McKenzie's back on the mound for Cleveland. Big favorite here against the Cardinals on the road. The Indians have not been scoring a lot of runs. Brian, what do you think in this one?
I'm going to lean towards the under. I think we see a good pitching performance from both starters here. So I'm going to lean to the under.
Yeah, that's where I'm at as well. I like the under here. I think McKenzie shows up again, and I think Ponce de Leon gives us 5 or 6 good innings.
Thank you for the super chat, Carlos. Send me your information. I'll send you a T-shirt as long as you're not a 2XL or 3XL. Let's see. Rod?
I like the under. Give me the under. Under 9, I believe it is. Yep, 9. And the.
So on this game, I think that this is going to be a long. This is going to be a low-scoring game, right? With Tristan on the mound and with Ponce de Leon, and the Cardinals have a quick trigger with starters that are flailing. They don't leave the starter out there to get hammered like some of these other teams. So I think that Brian, you got your shoes come untied or something over there. It's like
I just saw a pick that I really liked. I wanted to write it down so I didn't forget it.
All right. Anyways, I think we see a low-scoring game, and these Cardinals, these guys, you got to play a full 9 innings, a full 27 outs against them, or they're going to beat you every single time. We've seen them come back in the bottom in the 9th inning a few times already this season, in the last week, And I think in these type of tight games, you got them as a home dog. I love them. And I did not do a dog of the day video today because there was no lines out, but the Cardinals would have been my dog of the day. Maybe I'll do it after the show. What the hell? Because you're my dog of the day. Maybe I could do it during the show. Maybe and edit it in. We got Zach Davies against Freeland in Colorado. The Padres, I don't know, man. They gave up about 150 runs yesterday against Seattle. The Rockies were a team that were red hot when it all stopped. In this game, the line has kind of inverted a little bit. The Padres were favored, and now the Rockies are favored with just 50-50 on the money, being distributed between each of these two teams. Brian, what do you think?
This was the game I was rushing to write it down with my pen. Something I forgot my premiums. Love the over 12 today. I think both pitchers give up a bunch of runs. I think it gets close to 20 runs today. So we'll see.
Chris?
Yeah, I like the Rockies here. I see the money flipped. I think it's because Senzatella got pulled out for Colorado, and they put Freeland in. And Freeland, we said before, a Colorado guy is used to that thin air. So I think he gets the better of Zach Davies here. Give me the Rockies.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, I like the over, and I also like the Rockies in this game. The Padres are 1-5 their last 6 meetings in Colorado, and the over is 10-1 in the last 11 meetings in Colorado.
Rod,
The Rockies and the over.
Rod, Mr. Trendopotamus today. It's all over the trends. He will call him.
Wasn't it TBT? So
Instead of
trends,
we're gonna change his nickname from the Master of the Birdcage to the Trendopotamus. Give me one of those guys that just hammers out the trends at us. Andrew Heaney's got a job. He's pitching for the Angels today against Margavicius for the Mariners, who won last time out. I don't know, man. You guys know me. I'm not betting on the Angels. It's a minus 185 favorite. You need to get your head examined if that's what you're doing. Brian?
This will be my last play because I got to get rolling here, but there's no reason.
Well, there's only one more game after this, so we got Diamondbacks and Giants also. Then double us up.
I'll tell you what. Really like Seattle. I wouldn't say really like. I like Seattle strongly here. I think that the value you're getting with the plus money is worth the investment for $50. And as far as the Diamondbacks go, way too much money. I think the Giants value here. Lay the Giants for another 50.
One more question for our audience, and they didn't ask it, but I'm going to ask it for them because I know it is. Brian, can you give us a quick parlay on the way out the door? 3-team lock we prefer, but 2-3 teams, or just a big dog that's going to bring it home.
2-team parlay. Parlay up the Philadelphia Phillies and the Oakland A's today.
There it is. Phillies A's 2-team parlay from Bittler. Thank you, Brian, for joining us and stopping and taking your time.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Family first. 6 o'clock tonight, right, on the live show?
Oh yeah, 6 o'clock tonight on the live show.
We'll see you then.
See you guys.
We're back. That was Brian Bittler. Joined us for the bulk of the show. Always good to see Brian, especially at eye level.
Now in the Batcave.
Now, Nick Margavicius and Andrew Heaney, now that Brian's gone, and we could talk about his Angels picks from the last couple weeks. Chris, you going to lay minus 185 on minus 195 with a team that's won like 6 games this season?
Oh, I've already bet the Mariners twice. Now, there's no way I'm going near Andrew Heaney. Even when he's in a pick 'em, I'm not going near minus 200. Give me the Mariners here.
Rod?
Yeah, give me Seattle here. Seattle's 6-4 their last 10.
Pretty good yesterday, man. They look even the game they lost, they look good.
Yep.
You got Zach Gallen on the mound for the Diamondbacks. You got Anderson on the mound for the Giants, who have been a lot better team than people expected. I haven't looked at the money recently, but I'm going to guess that the Giants are one of the big money winners this season. They have to be. Who do you like in this one?
I like the under here.
The top 5 money teams are the Orioles, way ahead as the number 1 money team. Number 2 is the Miami Marlins. Number 3, San Francisco Giants. Number 4, Tampa Bay. Number 5, Oakland. And Oakland is only plus 41 units. So every other team, outside of those 5, if you bet them every game, you've lost. That's how tough this baseball season is. with the 60-game season. If outside of 41 units is the 5th best if you bet this team every single day. I mean, that's crazy. Normally it goes 12, 15 deep. 12 deep at least on the money winners. But like you bet the Dodgers and the Yankees, you've been getting it handed to you. That sweep by the Braves, I mean, that's enough. That was enough to put Yankee fans under. I mean, a lot of people bet them run line. So what do you like here? Chris, Gallen, and Anderson.
I like the under 8.5. You see a pitcher's duel.
Rod?
Yeah, I'll take the under as well. The under's 4-0 in the last 4 meetings between these two. I don't know about a pitcher's duel.
That was classic Zawacki there. You ask him about a game. It's the only game left on the schedule. He acts like you hit one at him from came out of nowhere. It's like you were hiding behind the door when he walked in the room. Ah! It's like I do to Sam, like I do to my dog all the time. It's like I hide behind something. He'll come walking up. Ah! Freaks out. Anyways, that's all we have today is Major League Baseball. The reason why I haven't done the Spread Knowledge show is because the lines came out late, and it takes a while for them to calculate the 4,000 data points. So I didn't have any material to do the show with, and that's 100% why. We'll be resuming the Spread Knowledge show, but the thing is, it's $4.99 for a 3-day trial, and you get every pick on the board instead of just my 2 random picks that I give out. So. No reason not to do that. You go to Spread Knowledge's website, use the discount code Mitch. Chris, you got a parlay for us?
Yeah, I'm just pulling together the odds right now. It's only a 2-gamer.
How about you, Rod? You got a parlay?
Yeah, I got a parlay. I don't have the odds either, but
just say what there
here's
is.
my 3-teamer. Give me the Pirates on the money line, Seattle money line, Giants money line. Parlay those 3 up. I'm sure you'll get a nice parlay today.
3 dogs. Chris?
Yeah, actually, 2. Rod and I shared the same on 2 of them. I got Seattle on the money line and Pittsburgh on the money line. Pays you about 8-1.
So A's Astros. People are saying we skipped it. Chris, I like the A's. Chris?
I like the under. I like Bassett and McCullers to give us a strong game.
Rod?
Both teams 6-4 of their last 10. Give me Houston on the run line.
How can I put my picks on your website? We have a Facebook group where you can post your picks. We don't have any handicappers named Cash Money Jack Boy, that's for sure. Anyways,
that was my alternative nickname. That was on the list when I was considering mine.
I was thinking I don't know. Everyone else uses their real name and picture, and we have one guy named Cash Money Jack Boy. Anyways, you can put him in our Facebook group. You're more than welcome to. Chill out. I don't even understand what that means. For what? What am I not doing? What's
you don't have popcorn in a bowl, so you're
no.
What's
the complaint? I'm missing the complaint. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals and the Mariners and the over in the second Mets Yankees game. That'll be my parlay. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. It's an interesting show. It's interesting times in sports. We're gonna have, like I said, this show will also be available on iTunes and all that other stuff starting next week. We'll figure it all out. We always do. Thanks Brian Bittler for popping in and then, more importantly, popping out. And of course, we'll see him on the 6 o'clock show, where I'll be on with on the 6 o'clock show today as well. Like I said earlier in the show, I'll be transitioning out of that show. But we're gonna have it on our channel. Just Tony and Dana and Joe D'Amico can take care of that. I don't think they need me. I think it's a lot of Mitch for everybody in one day. So I'll still be on as a guest here and there. And if you guys want me on, I'll be on more than that. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. We appreciate you. I can't wait till tomorrow where I think it's going to feel back to normal again. Still feels a little weird today because with the late lines and everything, it was kind of rushed. But I think, tomorrow we have NBA and, of course, Jeter will be here. So, that's Jeter, it's just the show's better with Jeter, Anyways, thanks for joining us. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow. Have a great